Welcome to another peaceful English story. Today, we'll follow Emily and her friend Jessie as they share a cozy dinner on a quiet Friday evening. Through their conversation, you'll hear real, natural English, just the way it's spoken in everyday life. There's no rush here, just warmth, friendship, and delicious food. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this gentle story, and let the English flow into your mind, one sentence at a time.
It was a quiet Friday evening when Emily stepped out of her apartment, pulling her coat tightly around her as a breeze drifted down the street. The sun was beginning to set, painting the sky in strokes of warm orange and deep lavender. She had just finished a long week of work, and though she was tired, she wanted to treat herself, and her friend Jessie, to a nice dinner. They had made plans earlier in the week, nothing fancy, just a small dinner to catch up and unwind. Jessie had texted her half an hour ago, "Just finished work. I'll meet you at that Italian place you mentioned. I could use something warm and delicious." Emily walked past a few familiar buildings, her favorite bookstore, the little corner flower shop, the bakery that always smelled like cinnamon. Then she spotted the restaurant. It was a cozy Italian spot tucked between a pharmacy and a stationery store, the kind of place you might miss if you weren't paying attention. But tonight, Emily noticed the warm light glowing from inside and the chalkboard sign outside that read, "Tonight's special, grilled salmon with roasted vegetables, tomato basil soup, chocolate cake." She smiled. That sounded perfect. Inside, the restaurant was warm and welcoming. Soft music played in the background, something jazzy, smooth and comforting. There were only a few people scattered at the tables, a couple sitting near the window, an older man reading a newspaper, and a group of friends laughing quietly near the back. A host greeted her at the door with a kind smile. "Good evening. Welcome to Casa Piccola. Table for two?" "Yes, my friend is on the way. Could I go ahead and get seated?" "Of course, right this way." The host led her to a small table by the window, where a single candle flickered gently. Emily sat down, took off her coat, and placed it on the back of the chair. The host handed her 2 menus and said, "Your server will be with you shortly." Emily glanced out the window. It had been a long week, but this little moment of quiet, of warmth, of waiting for a friend felt peaceful. She picked up the menu, though she already had a good idea of what she wanted. A few minutes later, the bell on the door jingled softly. Jessie stepped in, brushing her hair from her face, cheeks pink from the cold. She spotted Emily and smiled. "There you are," Jessie said, taking off her coat and sliding into the chair across from her. "This place looks perfect." "I'm glad. You made it just in time for the dinner rush." Jessie laughed. "And just in time for soup." A young woman approached their table with a notepad and a bright expression. "Good evening, my name is Sarah, and I'll be taking care of you tonight. Can I start you off with something to drink?" Emily looked at Jessie. "Water and iced tea for me." Jessie nodded. "Same here. That sounds perfect." "Great. I'll be right back with your drinks." As Sarah walked away, Jessie leaned forward. "So, tell me everything. How was your week?" Emily smiled. "Busy, meetings, deadlines, and too much coffee. I needed this." "Same here," Jessie said, running her hand through her hair. "Work's been crazy. I haven't sat down properly in days." Their drinks arrived a moment later. Sarah placed the glasses down gently. "Are you ready to order, or do you need a few more minutes?" Emily looked at Jessie. "Do you want to share an appetizer?" "Yes, let's start with the soup." "What's the soup of the day?" Jessie asked Sarah. "Tomato basil." "Perfect," Emily said. "We'll have 2 bowls of the soup to start." "And for your main course?" Sarah asked. "I'm going with the grilled salmon. Medium, please." Jessie nodded. "Same. That special on the board sounded too good to pass up." Sarah jotted everything down. "Great choices. I'll bring the soup out first." As they waited, Emily and Jessie talked about everything: work, books, plans for the weekend. Outside, the city lights began to sparkle, and inside, the soft murmur of voices made everything feel calm. Soon, Sarah returned with 2 steaming bowls of soup and slices of warm bread. "Here you go. Enjoy," she said before walking away. Emily took a spoonful and closed her eyes. "This is so good." Jessie dipped her bread in the soup. It's like a hug in a bowl." They both laughed. The main course followed shortly after. The salmon was grilled perfectly, golden on the outside, tender on the inside. The roasted vegetables added color and flavor to the plate. Everything smelled fresh and delicious. Sarah placed the plates down carefully. "Grilled salmon for both of you. Enjoy your meals." Emily looked at her plate and smiled. "This looks amazing." Jessie had already taken her first bite, and it tastes even better. They ate slowly, savoring every bite. Jessie talked about a client who forgot their own presentation. Emily shared a story about a coworker who fell asleep during a Zoom call. By the time they finished, their plates were nearly spotless. Sarah returned, smiling. "How was everything?" "Perfect," Emily said. "Delicious," Jessie added. "You weren't kidding about the salmon." "Would you like to see our dessert menu?" They looked at each other. Emily tilted her head. "I mean, we've earned it, right?" Jessie laughed. "Absolutely." Sarah handed them a small card. "Our most popular is the chocolate cake." "That settles it," Jessie said. "We'll share a slice, and can I get a coffee with that?" "Me too," Emily added. Sarah nodded, coming right up. The cake arrived on a small white plate, garnished with a swirl of whipped cream and a sprinkle of cocoa powder. It looked like something from a bakery window. Jessie took the first bite and her eyes widened. "Oh my gosh!" Emily laughed and took a bite too. "Okay, yeah, that's amazing." They sipped their coffee, talked a little more, and let the evening slow down. Eventually, Jessie leaned back in her chair. "That was exactly what I needed." "Me too," Emily agreed. "We should do this more often." Sarah came by once more. "Can I get you anything else?" Emily smiled. "No, just the check, please." "Of course, I'll be right back." The bill arrived, tucked inside a little folder. Emily and Jessie glanced at it, split the cost, and added a tip. Sarah returned to collect it, smiling. "Thank you both so much for coming in tonight. It was lovely having you." "You made it a great experience," Jessie said. "Seriously." "Have a wonderful evening," Sarah said. They put on their coats and stepped back outside. The air was crisp, but not too cold. The city buzzed gently around them, cars passing, streetlights glowing, people chatting as they walked by. They strolled for a while, just talking, not in any rush. "Thanks for tonight," Jessie said after a moment. "I forget how nice it is just to sit down and eat with someone." "Yeah, life gets so busy. It's easy to miss the little things." Jessie glanced over. "You think we'll remember this night?" Emily nodded. "I think so. Not because anything huge happened, but because it was quiet and kind and real." Jessie smiled. "That's a good reason." They walked a bit more, then hugged before parting ways. As Emily made her way home, she felt light, not just from the good food, but from the comfort of friendship and the joy of a peaceful evening. Sometimes the best moments are the simple ones, the ones with warmth, laughter, and a slice of chocolate cake. And somewhere in the quiet night, as the last words of the day drifted into silence, Emily thought to herself,
English, like life, is learned in moments just like this. Thank you for joining us in Emily and Jessie's evening, filled with laughter, warmth, and simple joy. Moments like these remind us that learning English doesn't always need to be about grammar or exams. Sometimes it's about listening to life unfold, one conversation at a time. Keep listening, keep learning, and remember, every word you understand brings you one step closer to fluency. Until next time, take care. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a new story. See you next time. Learning English isn't just about grammar or vocabulary. It's about unlocking the world. Every new word you learn brings you one step closer to new friendships, better opportunities, and a voice that can be heard anywhere. So keep going, stay curious, and remember, your English journey is your power.